Hello all, and Merry Christmas from Stingray Tom's Florida. Today is a short video, just a bit of fun for this special holiday show. Please click on the like button and subscribe to the channel. Think of it as a Christmas present for me that costs you nothing. It's hard to tell a simple story about Florida tourism in relation to Christmas. For years, every park would decorate for the season and often put on special holiday shows, both religious and secular. The one thing for certain is the time between Christmas and New Year's has been one of the busiest times since Florida tourism took off at the end of the 19th century. That means one thing. The millions of Floridians who have been employed in the tourism industry find that this time of year has always been more about work than about family and friends. Even at the end of this remarkable year, that continues to be true. When I got a silly idea to make a holiday video, my first thought was for the staff who work in Florida's theme parks, state parks, hotels, restaurants, nightclubs, airports, cruise lines, historic places, gardens, museums, gift shops, theaters, and anywhere else that serves the almighty tourist. So with apologies to Clement Seymour, or whoever composed A Visit from St. Nicholas, here is Stingray Tom's holiday offering. 'Twas the night before Christmas, when all through the state not a creature was stirring, not even a skate. The stockings were hung by the barbecue with care, in hopes that St. Nicholas soon would be there. While children were nestled all snug in their beds, visions of water parks danced in their heads, and my friend with their maps and I with brochures had just settled our brains for some fun, festive tours. When out on the bay there arose such a clatter, I sprang from my chair to see what was the matter. Away to my balcony I flew like a flash, tore open the door, and heard quite a splash. The sun on the crest of the waves just below sparkled with a brilliance only Floridians could know, when what to my wondering eyes did appear but a miniature sleigh becoming so clear. With a little old driver so lively and quick, I knew in a moment he must be St. Nick. "Santa," I cried as he nodded to me, his sleigh pulled by stingrays coming out of the sea. Pulling up to the rooftop, he spoke to me there, saying, "I'm short of time with many presents to share. I hoped you would help me as I travel the land, finding parks and attractions on the Keys and mainland. I've got to say thanks to the staff of each place, the people who create such a great public face. Their work's often thankless with the heat and the stress of thousands and thousands of expectant guests." There's Universal, of course, and there's Walt Disney World, too, but the historical sites truly deserve their own due. I'll stop at Silver Springs, the state's earliest attraction, as well as Weeki Wachee to follow the action. I'll head down to Lake Wales where Bok Tower rings, Lion Country Safari, and Wakulla Springs. I'll visit smart parrots, macaws, and toucan that perform every day like no other birdies can. Old forts and museums filled with stories and art, houses and homesteads, and that's just the start. The zoos and aquariums where trainers take care of giraffes, whales, and snakes that long have lived there. The stingrays, they flew as though coursing through water to state parks and state forests, the places that matter. The gardens of Bush, McKee, and Ravine, and the historical sites of St. Augustine. As we reached the Tortugas with Fort Jefferson there, it was clear that we had not a moment to spare. That was the end of Santa's brief trip, crisscrossing the states in his magic airship. St. Nick said his thanks as I jumped off his sleigh. "Stingray Tom, you've been a help on this magical day, giving gifts to the people who make the parks run. It's a joy, as they really are quite second to none." Then Santa, he winked, to his rays gave a whistle, and away they all flew like the down of a thistle. But I heard him exclaim ere he drove out of sight, Happy Christmas to all, and to all a good night. Thank you once again for watching. If you have friends who work in tourism, it'd be terrific if you shared this video with them, or even just put it on your Facebook page. YouTube channels only grow through word of mouth. May 2021 be a healthier and happier year for you, your family, and friends. And always remember, you don't have to go home, but you can't stay here.